I want to tune now to Maryland. The state is dealing with an exponential increase, they say, in applications for wear and carry gun permits. Fox 5's Josh Rosenthal took a closer look at this.
Earlier this week, Governor Larry Hogan ordered state police to suspend what's called the good and substantial reason standard when reviewing applications for wear and carry gun permits. And that has caused the number of applications to surge. Maryland State Police have had trouble keeping up. They tell us their online licensing system is restricted to 10,000 outgoing emails per rolling 24-hour period. And because of the massive increase in applications, they've gone over the limit for 2 straight days, preventing automated email communication with applicants.
So there you have Josh Rosenthal reporting for Fox 5 on this issue. We want to talk with some of the people on both sides of the issue. We're going to begin with Maryland State Senator Jeff Waldstreicher. He joins us here and represents Maryland's 18th district. First of all, thanks for being with us this Sunday morning. We are hearing reports from the state of Maryland that they are overflowing with requests for what many people refer to as open carry permits. That is a different name in Maryland.
Sure.
Are you surprised by this?
I'm not surprised, and it's unfortunate. I think Governor Larry Hogan's decision was a wrong one. That's what led to the flood of applications here. The real question is whether the governor's decision makes us more safe or less safe. And my opinion, I think the opinion of my constituents and most Marylanders, is that the governor's decision makes us less safe in Maryland. And in response, the legislature will have to act.
But it's not the governor who delivered the Supreme Court decision. It was the United States Supreme Court. Isn't the governor just tuning Maryland into where the law is right now?
Well, the Supreme Court acted, and the Supreme Court's decision was unfortunate. It will definitely make us less safe. The governor could have taken his time, been deliberative in responding to the Supreme Court's decision, alerted our law enforcement agencies about what might be coming down the pike. Instead, the governor acted rashly. As you probably know, the governor is looking to run for president of the United States, playing to his right-wing base by allowing this flood of wear and carry applications in Maryland. It's the wrong decision.
The reality, though, is that Larry Hogan ends his term in about 6 months as the Maryland governor. So he eventually will not be the person who either decides or not decides to make changes on this law. So in the state Senate, in your Democratic-controlled state house in Annapolis, what kinds of measures are you looking at?
Well, where the governor acted rashly, the legislature is going to take its time and be deliberative and respond to this opinion in a way that's respectful and legal in response to that decision, but also looks forward to cracking down on gun violence. As you know, we have a gun violence problem here in Maryland. Crime is on the increase across the state and across the country. And so the legislature's job is to be thoughtful and decisive in what we do. So we're going to use the next few months until the legislative session in January to put together our plan, and we're going to do so with the advice of experts.
And to be clear, what the governor did was basically say you no longer have to have what's termed a good reason to want to open carry. But do you have data suggesting that people that open carry are more likely to be involved in any gunfire incidents or not?
We know that more guns make us less safe.
But what about open carry?
Well, open carry makes us less safe. Think about all the sensitive areas here in the D.C. region, all the government facilities, all the opportunities for mischief that wear and carry would provide. Maryland is safer now because we have the good and substantial reason law. Now that that law is overturned by the governor and the Supreme Court, we will be less safe. And so the legislature's job is, with all these sensitive spaces here in Maryland, with all that's happening in Uvalde and Buffalo and Highland Park, how do we look at what other states are doing, apply it to our state, and make our children, our public spaces more safe?
One state you could look at is not that far away. Virginia has it. Would you be possibly looking at anything how the Commonwealth handles this?
I don't think so. I think what we've seen in Maryland is that part of the problem with gun violence here is that we have states around us with weak gun laws. You know, after Sandy Hook in Connecticut 10 years ago, most states didn't act. The federal government didn't act, but Maryland did. We banned AR-15s, assault rifles, automatic weapons, high-capacity magazines. That makes us more safe, and that's part of the reason you haven't seen the mass shootings here in Maryland like
Obviously,
you have
we're going
in
to
other
continue
states.
to track this issue. We thank you so much for giving your perspective on it. We're going to continue this conversation. Maryland Senator Jeff Waldstreicher joining us this morning.